Hey friends, Weinberg. I hope you're well. I'm actually recording this in the business office of the Marriott out here in California where I am. And I've been real quiet online the last few days, like many of you have been. I've been hesitant to promote or even talk about sales stuff, just out of respect and deference to what's going on in Ukraine. And I'm trying to process it, come to grips with what's going on as we all are. And I basically came to the place last night as I was digesting how to proceed and go on with life and business while this tragedy and scary situation is unfolding. I came to the place just accepting the reality there's only so much that we can control. And I have a business to run, and you, if you lead a sales team, have numbers you need to make, and if you're an individual salesperson, producer, you've got a quota, and you've got a family to feed. So while we need to be respectful, we also need to focus on our day jobs. Our company, our clients, the economy, our own families, our businesses are counting on us doing our primary job and doing it well. So I want to let you know that I just dropped a podcast. In fact, I dropped it a couple days ago, but I was so hesitant to talk about it just out of respect for the situation. And it's been really encouraging online, particularly LinkedIn, which I'm so often critical of, the cesspool of garbage information that it typically is. There's been so many encouraging articles and support for Ukraine and people sharing stories and talking with the leadership element coming out of this, and just the brother or sisterhood I think we all feel for common man at this point as we're in prayer for what's going on. Anyway, I released this episode. It's probably the best podcast episode I've ever done for salespeople. Most of my episodes are targeted to sales managers and sales leaders, but this one's about prospecting, and it's an episode like no other, and I'm ready to tell you about it because this is going to help you. If you lead a team or you sell, and part of the job is you're charged with bringing in new business, initiating sales conversation, getting meetings, creating new opportunities at the top of the pipeline. This episode will be incredibly helpful to you. And here's what's so funny. It's not even really my episode. I was the guest of a gentleman named Jiri Siklar, who was born in the Czech Republic. He lives in Vienna, Austria. He's a top sales hunter for AWS, Amazon Web Services. And he's got a podcast that's mostly in German. He's got about 10,000 listeners that he does out of Austria. And he had me as a guest to talk about sales and sales leadership and sales truth. And Jiri was so brilliant in what he was sharing. I basically turned the whole conversation around and started interviewing him because I wanted you to hear his brilliance when it came to prospecting, and particularly some of the things he said about the telephone being an unused channel today and why it is so effective. He even said this, that today the phone is sexier than ever, because everybody's tired of cold, spammy outreach on LinkedIn and Connect and Pitch and all the other ways. And we should use every available ethical means necessary to get in touch with prospects and secure meetings. But Jiri made such a compelling case of why the phone is so valuable and so important today. So I just want to challenge you. If you sell and you need to create opportunities and get meetings, this episode is for you. You can go to mikeweinberg.com/episode 26. There'll be a link here in the comments below, or go listen on Apple or any other podcast platform that you prefer. Just check out this episode, Why the Phone is Sexier Than Ever and Puts a Person Behind the Prospecting. I promise you're walking away with 3 powerful takeaways that's going to up your new business development and your prospecting game. So here's to peace and comfort and protection for our friends in Ukraine and around Europe right now, and whatever may play out from this. But let's do our day job and let's focus. Go win more new sales.